Game on for Wednesday, Metal Summoners. Thank you so much for joining us, as always, on your island of misfit toys. We've got Empress Bobby Dreyer. We've got The Real Psycho Steve. We've got Angel Alamo. Thank you, as always, for joining us. We are super happy to have you tuning in with us to start your weekend right this second, as opposed to that Friday nonsense TGIF or TGIW. So we're going to have a good time, as always, right here on the Metal Summit, because we have got an all-around good dude, a bitchin' guitar player, and a really, really awesome friend of the show. Ronny North is with us today. How are you, brother?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. Right on, man. We are super duper happy to have you, man. Thanks for taking some time out of your day.
No, thanks for having us. Hey, what's the weather like over there?
Nice, 70 degrees.
Yeah.
It's looking like 100 degrees here today, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Dude, I can't even handle that. I'm having a bad enough time with 70 degrees because I prefer it to be 55. I wouldn't even be able
Same
to
here.
100.
Wow, I'm California. I'm like 70 and above. Anything below 70, it's a crisis situation over here.
Oh, anything above 70 is just life support for me. So
I like the weather in Canada.
Trust me, dude. Absolutely. Well, Ronny, how's everything going with you, man? What are you up to right now?
It's going, just doing my thing, playing, doing the SoCal thing, doing shows here and there, recording. I have a new single dropping, really soon. I just got the mastered versions of it today. I got to listen to them later to see, which one to pick. You know how that is. You got to have the worst one. Then I did a thing with Bobby a couple months ago for like a Def Leppard thing. He mixed it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So what can you tell us about the new single? If there's certain details, we totally understand. But what can you tell us?
I just been waiting for it to get mixed. It's called Sad Kites, and it's a little different. It's a departure for me. It's kind of a funky kind of song.
Okay.
Hey, Ronny, turn your mic up a little bit.
Turn my mic. How do I do that?
You're fucking guitarist.
Right?
I know to turn my amp up at the goddamn mic. I can't.
Right? I play instrumental music. There's no mics. Here. I don't know how to do that.
You don't like your amp?
Can somebody... Where's tech support when you need them? Like,
I mean, you're sound. I don't know. I think Bobby's just losing his hearing, dude. Honestly, Ronny.
Is that better?
I think you're doing all right, man, for sure.
You're doing good. Oh my God, Karen, we got to say thank you. Oh my God, we love our Karen.
She does the cable box, the computers, the whole. I'm fucking useless with that shit. Totally, man. Guitar, cable, amp, done. I can handle that. After that,
anything else involving life, not so much.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Usually, you only get the cable box and her fixing it.
Hell yeah, dude! Absolutely. So let's
Ronny, as you see, before we go, Jay, before we go on. So Ronny, as you see, the name I chose tonight. I am Ronny's Trick from Trunk down at Santa Monica's. Come on, Ronny.
Hey, he's gonna be in Dallas too. You can.
Wrong Trunk.
Yeah,
you staggered down Santa Monica, went to, I'm going to go to the Karen. I'll be back for a drink. Lucy, I'll be back. That's not my hanky with lipstick.
There he goes. I miss you, Bobby.
So Ronny, let's bring it back to you, bro. Let's just get back into that a little bit as well, brother. Touch base a little bit on the single and what we get to know about it.
It's a funky kind of song, and it's pretty much, it sounds like me, but it's a more funky direction. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. I mean, it's a departure from what I usually do a little bit. So let's see what people think.
Right on, man.
I'll send you guys. I'll send it to you in a couple days. You guys can play it whenever you want to or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, brother, for sure.
I planned on sending it before this, but I mean, I literally it just arrived today, like the mastered version. So I got to hear them later. Like I just literally got home, got cleaned up, and here we are.
Not a problem, man. No, that's totally cool. So what can people like, if people who are unfamiliar with with Ronny North music, like since you're a dominantly instrumental player, what can people like expect out of the style of music that you put together when it comes to your singles, your albums, and stuff like that? Give people a little bit of a Bobby will love this. Hit everybody with a little bit of the blow by blow of exactly how Ronny North works.
It's just like melodic instrumental guitar music, not that over the top, not the Yngwie thing where it's just like 3,000 notes a minute. Just very, very melodic. You can hum along to the melodies. I come from the 80s school of, music, when everything was like melodic and poppy. So I try to incorporate that into the instrumental thing. So I kind of have I'm told I kind of have like a signature sound. So, I mean, I think that's a good thing. They're either that or they're insulting me. So, welcome to LA.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. 100%. Psycho Steve, let's kick it up to you, bro.
First of all, thank you for joining us for the show.
Oh,
The question is, guitar your first instrument?
Piano. But I hated it because you're stuck sitting down.
Mine was the organ.
John. You're stuck sitting down. I mean, it was boring. Like at 6, I was taking piano lessons. I just hated it. I wish I would have stuck with it because that would be awesome. My brother did, and he's an awesome piano player. And he's a drummer by trade, but he plays piano. He can play anything. Like he read music, do the whole thing. Like I can't do any of that stuff. I taught myself how to play guitar, and just then once I found out you could get girls too, I was hooked. Done. I didn't even do it. I just did it because I enjoyed it. Then once I found out like you can make friends and get girls too, heroin.
Pretty much.
That was even the reason for doing it. I just did it because it was something I could do by myself and enjoy.
But so, Ronny, you have Karen now, so look, you're done.
Yeah, well, I'm done. Yeah, for a long time.
Nice.
Speaking of,
there's always a guitar in the bed, because I'm always while we're watching TV, I'm always practicing, and she's always playing the guitar, takes up all the room in the bed. So
that's what gives you morning wood.
Like there you go, morning wood.
Now, speaking of your brother, did you guys ever collaborate together?
We did. When we were kids, we played together forever. Like did a bunch of played the strip, did a bunch of stuff, but we just went different directions. So he went more studio stuff. He still plays them. He's played with like Vi and stuff. I mean, he's a great drummer. And actually, he played drums on the thing that Bobby just mixed for me for the Def Leppard thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we do every now and then, but just our schedules are just so far apart. Like it's very rare. So
sweet.
Yeah. Plus, brothers, it gets weird sometimes. It does not so much now. When we were kids, though. You know how it is. Family start arguing about stupid shit. So now it's not bad at all now. But now it's just the scheduling thing. So he's busy. He's doing all kinds of stuff. He plays sessions all the time for other people and stuff. But he's always busy, and me too. So just trying to coordinate. It was an act of Congress just to get in one place to do the Def Leppard thing, just because he's so busy. So, but we did it, and I mailed the tracks to Bobby, and Bobby mixed it. So it was awesome.
Thank you.
When can we check this out?
No, I don't know. The record label was, it's coming out now, it's coming out then. So who knows? With those people, they told me it'd be out like in spring. So technically, this is spring. So I don't. It sounds great. So I don't know. I might send it to you guys just so you can play it anyway before it even comes out. I don't care.
I got it.
Right? You did a great job. He has it. So,
share, Bobby.
You know how those compilation things go. It's just a whole.
Come on, Bobby. Well, come here.
Yeah, but it's Ronny, so I gotta wait. Hey, I leave everything up to the artist.
Go ahead and play it.
Sweet.
Cool, man.
Right on. Well, come on, Mr. Stimulated. Let's bring you in for your first segment, Mr. Dreyer.
So
like
Ronny,
a headshot?
Ronny, I gotta throw this out. Today I was working out, and I was getting my Jane Fonda working out, and I look. You and I've known each other from Moody Leather to everything else.
Fucking forever, dude.
Fuck yeah. So the funniest thing comes about, and I'm going, all I see is this goddamn post came out about a year ago. Who is Ronnie North? And I'm going,
oh, that guy.
I'm like, so Ronnie, you got to talk about this video.
Know what? When everybody was telling me about it, and at first I'm like, what the fuck? But then I saw it, and he's kind of like, he's goofing on me at first, but he's like, well, the guy's got all these endorsements and stuff. Like at the end, he's doing something
the
right.
The end of it kicked ass. And if anybody I'll put the link up. But Ronnie, it was great. It really went in as that, and it was kind of a big middle finger of fuck you. Look what he's doing, and you're not. And I'm like going.
I know my bass player wanted to kick his ass. He's like, just let me. I'm like, it's fine, dude. I don't, if I cared about.
Yeah, but you gotta watch the whole thing. It's very, if you think it's demeaning, it's very complimentary at the end.
No, it is. So, I mean, at first I was like, what the fuck? But everybody's telling me about it. Then I saw it, like, oh, it's fine, dude. I don't care.
So, Ronny, I want to go on that end with you on that. Look, you grew up in Southern California, and, look, you and I are going to talk some major wood later. I'm talking big wood. Dave Duncan, Alva,
Oh, there you go. I love Mr. Duncan. Yeah.
So we're going to talk wood, but I want to know the whole thing right there. You went from skateboarding.
I did.
To rock and roll. You were playing on the Strip when that whole period.
Dude, I wanted to be Tony Alva. I got a Kiss record for Christmas when I was 14, Kiss Destroyer, and I'm like, wow, I want to do this. And I didn't even play guitar at that point. I'm like, this is what I want to do. And plus, it just seemed like I picked it right up. Like, I was a lot better. I was an okay skateboarder. I mean, I was never going to be Tony Hawk, but I could hold my own. Like, the guitar, I just immediately excelled at it almost immediately once I got one. Like, it was like, okay, I could be a lot better at this than I can be at this. So, I'm like, I had to pick a path. So, but I still skate, as do you. I take my skate with me everywhere. So, we still skate. Just you don't heal as quickly when you're older as you used to.
Fuck no, we don't bounce. But, hey, Ronny, and I'm going to throw it back to Jay in a minute. The coolest thing is you and I met with a great friend of ours years ago, Allie from Moody Leather.
Yeah,
we went there with Jen and, all
now she's the yoga guru.
Yeah, but, what was the greatest thing? Through our connections, it was Gary Hoey, it was Bonamassa, it was everybody through that. And I'm going, how fucking cool is that?
Yeah, that was like the meeting point for all of us right there. Yeah, weird. God, how many years ago was that? Jesus.
Dude, I'm going back. NAMM 2010 was our first one.
Oh, I thought it was before that.
I don't know, but look, you're fucking more of a gear whore than I am, but
Well,
now I'm just a whore.
Right? I'm not the one getting vintage Les Pauls like somebody here we're talking here. Jeez, man. He always bums me out. He's always makes me look what I just got. Like this Les Paul owned by some famous guy or this Les Paul owned by somebody else.
Hey, Ronny, look, you can shred. I can suck. Jay, back to you.
No worries, man. Absolutely. The funny thing is, Bobby, every time you say something like that, like it's going to catch me off guard because that shit's never going to happen because I'm good. The problem is every single time you do something like that, I'm going to kick it over to Angel. So it is that time, Angel. Hate to do it to you again, as always, but it is that time, brother.
I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, I know you are.
He doesn't faze me in the least anymore. Forever.
Yeah. Well, damn it! Just like that, he disappears.
Exactly.
I'm just grabbing wood.
That's too much. That's too much personal information.
Right, beer.
It's just the question is whether or not Tony knows he's coming. But anyway, right to you, Angel. It's all you, buddy.
Cool. Definitely got a question from Candy Burton.
Okay.
I know her question. Oh.
Survey says.
That is an awesome t-shirt.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes, it is. She wants nice t-shirt, Ronny. What's your favorite and least favorite Kiss albums?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, anything without makeup sucks. Just right off the top.
Really?
I love Eddie Vincent, so that's but he was kind of in for both.
Yeah.
He kind of transitioned into both. He's a great guitar player, but nightmare to work with. I'm told, and I don't know him, but that's a good question. Wow. I kind of like Destroyer, but Rock and Roll Over is pretty good. Unmasked, it's got a couple. I don't know, man. Favorite would be. tough. Probably. I would say Love Gun.
Nice.
I love a lot.
That was like the peak of their success too. Like that's where they figured out all the elements and kind of put them right in the right place. Because the other ones, the three early records, and just the production is just horrible. Great songs, but the guitars are practically like not even there. So they're running through like a little Fender combo or something. They didn't get Marshalls until later on. Like it's just like, you know.
It's interesting, Ronny, because I love me some Unpainted Kiss, dude.
Do you really? I mean,
I do, man.
I always go see them.
I love me some Unpainted Kiss, dude. Like, just there's so much just fun songs during that era. Like, yeah, like visually, it's not going to be the Kiss we're familiar with, but I mean, Crazy Nights and Heaven's on Fire and Unholy and
I know, but they were trying to be Poison. You know,
right?
They weren't doing their own thing. Those guys all copied them, and like they're trying to copy the people that copied them. Like they kind of lost their way.
Right, but I think it was also.
I'm not saying there's not, but just, I'm not a fan of the you know, that or the latest version of Kiss where you have a bunch of guys dressed up, but you know, as you know. That's beyond travesty to me. We don't even get into that.
oh, yes, we will. We're that kind of show.
Hello?
No, I get it, dude, because it is interesting, dude, because when you look at something like Revenge, for example, and you look at something like Unholy, and you look at like footage of that tour, you have like Gene Simmons wearing like, you know, tight like leather pants, like a Misfits cut up shirt and like a leather jacket. And it's kind of an interesting stylized look for what looks like
that look was
kind
cool.
of doing that. I loved the look because it's a little bit of this late 80s Motley Crue.
Well, he had facial hair. Gene had facial hair too.
No, totally. He had the goatee going.
Yeah.
And all that
reminded me of Berlin, but I'm just like Sling and everything. Oh wait. Sorry,
you know, Paul was
Revenge was a great record too. I mean, it sounds very much sonically like Destroyer.
Yeah, no, it definitely is like sonically for sure because there's so much stuff that could kind of like play off of it because you have like, you know, songs like Unholy, but then you take a song like God Gave Rock and Roll to You and it's kind of like the new school's Beth.
Yeah,
so there was so much like that.
Domino.
Tears Are Falling, Johnny. That's a great one, Johnny. Yeah, Tears Are Falling is fantastic. But yeah, I'm definitely I understand, Ronny. I'm totally like with you, dude. Like there is nothing else without the 70s Kiss and the Kiss that we know. But I'm not gonna lie to you either, dude. Love me some Unpainted Kiss, man.
And they just look weird. I don't know. I mean, everybody.
I get you, brother.
I'm just from the OG guys for me, but you know, but the good music came out later on too. I just like the way they look.
No, I get you, man. The OG is definitely the OG. Right back to you, Angel.
Just my question to you is during COVID, how did COVID like what were you able I'm sorry, let me get to my question.
COVID fucked up everything.
Yeah, of course it did.
We didn't even go to Disneyland together. We couldn't get a corn dog.
Dude, it fucked up everything. No trade shows, no clinics, no shows. It fucked up everything.
During COVID, were you?
You know, but other than that, you know,
couldn't do a lot of things. There was a nighttime curfew.
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
Yes, I was stuck on Pornhub.
Couldn't eat in restaurants. I love eating in restaurants. Couldn't eat in restaurants. Disneyland was all fucked up.
Yes.
End of the world.
Oh.
Angel
it killed everybody. You know, all these tours got canceled. I mean, it was a fucking disaster. I mean, we're still recovering.
Yeah.
So now I heard it's spiking up again.
Man.
Yeah, I saw something on the news today. Like, come on. Let's see if we ever get to see the Motley Crue tour. How about that?
Yeah, dude.
Fingers crossed.
It starts in like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what is it?
And they added more dates too.
Well,
yeah,
you know why they added more dates? That's so Vince could lose a little bit more pounds.
Oh, God, Lee, what's going on there, man?
Come on.
Those abominable snowman things are so funny. You gotta love that.
Hey, Ronny, I gotta say one thing. Look, all these fucking years you've been playing on the strip, and you know, I gotta give you kudos. Dude, you're as old as fucking me as dirt, and you still take your shirt off.
You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta, right? You gotta represent, right? I'm not fat. I can take a
No, and I'm like, dude, you know, look,
I can
I'm
still,
telling you,
still put on my
the guys
shirt.
in KCDC rub off to you.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta stay healthy and eat McDonald's every day, like me.
Yeah, that's what I had today.
Nice.
Like, I eat, like literally eat McDonald's every day. Like, I try to stay away from anything remotely healthy at all times. Just
Nice.
nothing.
Karen, is that what they call a Happy Meal?
Yeah, and she's a vegan. Complete opposite.
Hey, Phil Collins is vegan, and look how he looks.
I know. And he's what, 60-something years old? Like, come on.
Yes, I
man.
want to look like that when I'm in my 60s.
Like, cut. Like, what the
Who,
hell?
Phil?
Yeah, I started already.
I'm wrong, Phil Collins. I kept thinking Genesis there for a minute. I'm going,
Yeah.
that show. That was fucking horrible.
Wrong
Dude,
Phil Collins.
Dude, Billy Idol said one time that all he does is eat Haagen-Dazs, and I was like, and he's still got like
He
an
looks
8
good.
pack.
Yeah, we actually saw,
And I was like,
saw a concert with him
jeez.
last night on cable. Like, he looks great.
All I eat is rabbit.
Rabbit.
I didn't even hear that.
Me neither.
So,
You don't need to.
no,
You're
it's all
better
good.
off.
For sure. So Ronny, before we get into like one of our upcoming segments that I know Bobby really wants to get into, let's talk a little bit about your guitars specifically.
Okay.
Yes.
Look, I got one right here. Okay.
Yes. So talk a little bit
Oh.
about like the design and like, you know, the company that you're working with and stuff like that makes
Oh,
like your
wrong thing.
specific
This is
stuff. We're gonna
Viper guitar. I think you see the headstock
Right.
there. See my little
Come here.
signature on the headstock. This is the latest version of my signature guitar. This is the Belly. I technically have the RN5, so it's the fifth signature guitar, and it's a Telly, and the true innovative feature, if you can see, let me get camera line up the camera. The bridge, the back pickup adjusts the 3 positions. You can tilt it both ways, and then like even.
Yeah.
All you have to do is loosen up the screw, and you can move the pickup. I should have loosened it up so I could do it on camera, but I keep it reverse. For some reason, reverse sounds like a little heavier. We line it up, so it's reverse slap regular Telly, but it sounds awesome. It sounds fat. Like it's totally
Dude. What is it about the Telly shape that made you go with that?
I always wanted one, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have them make me one. They're cool. I mean, it's not for everything for me, you know, because I have my single cutaway one to more like a modern Les Paul. But I mean, it's just it's a traditional proven shape, and it works. This one's made out of, it's got a maple cap, and it's made out of Carina.
Nice.
So, Ronny, talk about a little bit about Vader guitars, where they're out of.
They're out of God. They're here in California. What's the city? Like Crestline, which is in the mountains, but you know, like an hour from me. But California. I mean, they're all 100% American made.
Yeah,
And all American parts, and you know, everything's American. Duncan pickups, feet and tuning system, the ratio, the Graphtec ratio tuners.
Yeah.
So Seymour Duncan, always Seymour Duncan pickups. Always.
Nice. Why did you design the headstock the way you did? Because it's got that kind of V shape, but it's a little wonky.
Well, know what? This is what I ripped off. The fucking 50s Gibson, the Explorers, and the Moderns had this.
Where they're a little bit off.
That's where Dean got it, and they just kind of widened it out.
Yeah.
But I always dug the old original one, so I'm like, you know what? We're gonna make them like that.
Nice.
So, plus, it's got more wood up here, so it definitely adds to the body of the sound. It sounds cooler. Bigger headstock sound better.
You always need more wood on the head.
Yeah. Like even Strass, like 70s Strass sounds better than the earlier ones.
Absolutely. No, and it's funny too, because the one thing that's always kind of funny too about me with Fender Telecasters is they're like one of my least favorite headstocks like ever designed. Like the Fender headstocks, they're so skinny, they're so narrow. I hate everything about them. But then when you have a guy like John 5 who swears by them, I'm like, well, I can't really bitch too much about them, but I absolutely despise the headstock of a Fender Tele. I just think it's so narrow and ugly.
I know. That's why I just got to tell you. I just added my own stuff to it. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
I'm like, you're
not got the 25. You know, got the 25 and a half. You know, the Fender scale. But I mean, I put block inlays, jumbo frets. So I kind of Gibsonized it a little bit, but I kept the scale because I think a big part of the Fender sound is the longer scale too. So I kept that.
It definitely
all
is.
The rest of my guitars are 24 and 3/4. They're all Gibson scale, except for the.
Oh, sweet. No, it definitely is because because the headstocks with the right design and flow of things do add a lot to like a chunkier, beefy sound into it. So I used to always also be super critical of those other Telecasters because I'm like, you're never going to get anybody off with that skinny fucking thing. Like that thing's that's never going to work. So I can't.
Hey, Jay, sometimes if it's skinny but long, it's fine.
Be that as it may, but you know we'll let the listeners decide on that one for sure. But before we get into the next segment, Psycho Steve, let's kick it down to you, bro.
Speaking of the Viper, is it made here in the States?
Yeah, California. Yeah.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
American.
Okay.
I've been with them almost since the beginning. Mm-hmm. So, and I designed like all my guitars are completely designed by me,
nice.
Like 100%, everything, fret radius, fretboard radius, everything, man. 100%. That's the thing. Like they're made to my playing style. I mean, I even like the backs are shaped so you gotta have small hands, so you can see the back shape, so I can get high. Cause I have tiny hands, so I kind of have to compensate for, and it works.
But Karen told me you got big feet.
Why? Just keep on going.
I shouldn't have had that third margarita.
Right? So I mean, they're definitely, and they're all made to order too. So and they sell like online, and they're just made to order. Like so you can get like one of mine and have it put your features on it if you want it. So.
Yeah.
And they have my name on headstock. That's so cool.
Right on. So as far as amplifiers, what do we use as far as amps?
We are using, I have a ton of them, but lately I used to be a Laney endorser. So right now I'm just using, I have a bunch of the heads. So I've been using those for live, and then
like in the studio. Now, Ronny?
The VH100s. So I have a few of those. They gave me a bunch of them when I was with them. So I use them. And they're very full sounding. Very, they're channel switching. Pretty reliable. So I mean, I've hardly had to have them serviced at all in all the years that I've had them. I was with them for like a bunch of years, from like 2005 to I don't even know to 11 or something. So they've been extremely dependable. But I'm always looking around, and I was looking at the latest amps, but like nobody's really done anything innovative. Like they're all the same thing. They're all like Marshall clones, which is fine. But I just want something. So I find something better, I'll stick with these. But I mean, I'm always looking though. For sure, and diesels are really cool, but who wants? You can buy a car or a diesel.
Yeah.
So,
do you have a preference? Do you have a preference in like tubes for your heads?
I was a GT sponsored, guy, and so they were pretty cool. But I mean, most quality tubes are okay. I mean, there's bad ones. Some of the Chinese ones are a bit sketch, but they pretty much leveled out. I mean, you could get to the the exotic ones, but I mean, who can afford those these days?
No.
So, and they definitely do they do sound different for sure.
Yeah. So, no, they definitely
got to try them out and see if they work. Try a different brand. That's what I had to do. So.
Sorry, dropping wood.
I got you. No. For sure, dude. Like when it comes to like the design of like the heads in general, are you like a more knobs kind of guy, or are you like a less is more? Bobby, you need to mute, dude.
My wood keeps dropping.
Then mute.
I got the same problem.
I have the heads, and I have a couple pedals. Since I'm basically the lead singer without a lead singer, so I have like a chorus and a phaser and a flanger and a whammy pedal and a wah and a delay. So that's it. So I mean, it's pretty much most of the time, it's just amp guitar. But every once in a while, I need like a solo. I'll kick on the phase shifter. The melodies, usually the main melodies, I would use the wah. Like Satch does or Vi does. But it's pretty clean for the most part. It's not that. It's pretty basic stuff. And when I track, like I always track just guitar and the amp, and then we add the other stuff later. Like I want the cleanest signal possible when I'm recording.
Get the fuck out of here! I mix that shit.
For sure, absolutely.
Right?
Oh my God! I felt like I should have been an octopus. How much fucking tracks he sent me?
Yeah, I do a lot of guitar tracks.
No, for sure. When you're dealing with like the kind of heads and stuff like that, do you tend to like your heads to have like multiple, like a lot of knobs, or are you kind of a less is more kind of guy?
They're channel switches, so they got I like less is more. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm good with just a master and a preamp, and a bass treble, mids. But yeah, I don't like those boogies with 20 knobs and stuff. I'm sure that works for somebody, but I have better things to do than fucking fiddle around with 25
Hey, Ronny, somebody just asked, can you plug in and play something?
Oh, I don't have anything else hooked up here. We're in the apartment.
Oh, dude.
Next time, I'll be ready for you.
All right.
No, I definitely get you on that because I'm like kind of a less is more kind of guy because the basses that I prefer to use, I prefer them to have 2 knobs. I'll deal with 3. I have a Dean bass that I'll use every now and then that's got 5 knobs, but it's got so many knobs on it, it just kind of pissed me off. And as much as I love my head because it's my ride or die head that I use for my amp, it's got 15 knobs on it and like 8 more switches after that. And I'm always like, why did I buy this thing? But it just sounds so good.
That's like those boogies, man. I mean, they just got so many effing knobs, man. And it's like that's too much. I got better things to do with my life.
Pretty much.
There's got to be an easier way to do that than have 55 knobs on the front of the head.
Absolutely. No, 100% for sure. So let's go ahead and keep the gear talk rolling. So Bobby, let's kick it up to you, man, for a little bit of how good do you know your wood?
Well, we're going to go different wood tonight, Ronny.
All right.
Put the guitar away, bitch. I'm gonna make you earn your keep. So you being a Southern Cal guy, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring it up deep. Who is it? Who is it?
Fresh too. Wow.
Man, that's a nice skate.
Fine.
Wow.
I am fat, old, and
look at that. Okay, I can't see
away.
I can see who signed it. I can see that it's signed on the tail, but I can't see what it is.
Grasso.
Something was. Whoa! It's really Grasso.
Yeah, it's Grasso.
That should be at a frame thing, like one of those cases.
Oh, so I'm gonna go another dead guy.
Another dead.
Well, he should be dead. Let's just put it that way, and it's sealed.
Okay, I can't see what that one is.
Me neither.
A little bit of TP right now.
Dwayne Peters?
He's your watchman.
Yes, because he has an acoustic guitar too.
But is he
nice?
Dead?
No, Dwayne should be dead.
Yeah, no, he should be, but he's not. Yeah. No, I used to wear his signature shoes when I was with Raven, and I met him at one of the skate contests, and I'm like, look, I have your signature shoes. He pretty much told me to go fuck myself.
Ronny.
Wow,
now,
who's that?
This guy is, and will always be the J.
I have a deck that Jay gave me. It's over here in the corner, actually.
It's J Boy.
Yeah, I literally met him a month before he died. Me and Karen did.
And then, we talked about this guy a little bit earlier, Mr. Double D.
There he is. Wow, look at that.
Dave Duncan.
Mr. Duncan. That's a great guy.
And if you're going to go grandfather of everything, you got to go this guy.
Okay, I can't see who that is. Okay, I can't see who that is.
It should be a chick who was in the Dogtown. Stacy.
It's Stacy Peralta.
Oh, it's Stacy.
Yeah,
what? I don't think I've ever seen that deck before.
Look, you haven't. Look, I got stretch marks, dude.
I love Stacy.
Look, and if you're from Philly and you don't know who this guy is,
I can't see the logo.
Oh,
cool looking deck.
That's not him, but it is a bam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
Bam and Phil.
Oh, yeah. There's a logo. Okay, I can see the signature. Wow. I gotta look at those, all wrapped and like sealed and everything. Do you know Bam?
Yeah.
Do you know him? Is he a cool guy?
Yeah, he lives out near you now. He lives out in on the beach.
Yeah, I saw him a few times here in LA. I don't know him though.
Damn, that one is nice.
That
would make a cool album cover.
It is.
Pusshead that did the artwork. That Pusshead.
Pusshead did it. Yeah, for Dogtown and a little bit of West Hampton.
Look at that. Dude, you got some cool decks.
This girl with the bandana kind of reminded me of Suicidal Tendencies a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm going to go one more. If you're not a fucking skater and you don't know who this is.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Is that an original one or is that a reissue?
No, it's Tom Stack. Tom lives here. So it's Mr. Groholski.
Oh, there you go.
And then if you look on the back, I got Chuck Treese and couple other decks over here.
Deck, man.
Dude, we got to skate. Quit being a puss. Come out and fucking rip a bowl with me, man. Oh, my hands.
Let's go skate in Texas.
Oh, dude, Etney Bowl. Fucking Etney Bowl.
There you go.
Nice.
So, Karen, before we do anything and I throw it back to Jay, I got to know, how did you and Ronny meet?
Well, the first time we met, I was 16 at one of his shows, and he was 26. Nothing happened.
We didn't date yet.
And then I lost track of him for like, how many years?
A few years.
7 years, and then, I don't know, just started helping him out, worked, and then just...
We started hanging out when she was in college, so she was legal. So people, so I don't become a Me Too.
That'll be another YouTube video.
Right?
No,
exactly.
I'm just saying, you guys been together for how many years now? I mean, been...
Yikes.
Right.
That's a whole other show in itself.
So, Karen, how many years have you known Ronny?
A long time.
What year is it? I would say, 24 years? Not counting when I first met him, just when I re-met him and actually started hanging with him and all that jazz. It'd be about 24 years.
So did Ronny use his grinder age or did he use his real age?
I'm not sure he even knows what his real age is.
Yeah, right.
Which one of you has more tattoos?
Oh, I don't have any.
Oh, he has 0.
Oh, you don't have any?
How many do you have? I don't know. She has a ton.
Oh, Ronny, you're one of those clean skin guys.
Yeah, no piercings, no tattoos, nothing.
Oh, you mean no?
Oh, he's a liar. He's got
Ronny,
a Prince Albert. I seen it.
Oh, Ronny, so you mean no fun?
Right? I hate needles. So it's
I need to share with you or something. Like,
Ronny, you never told me that. You said you love penetration.
I love you, Bobby.
That's all we can all say.
Back to you.
Yeah, no problem. Exactly, for sure. We'll leave that segment right where it's at. And thanks so much, fans, for enjoying another segment of How Do You Know Your Wood?
Yeah.
So let's kick it down to another guy who knows a little thing recently about wood. Angel, that's all you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That would be Lisa.
Oh, thank Lisa.
I like the way I said it.
Yeah, I like the way that Jay said it. Yes, thanks for bringing up my pain and suffering.
Mommy.
Steve, I know exactly what I'm getting you for your wedding gift.
Anal beads. Oh, wait, sorry. That would be mine.
No, that's for your that's for your wedding.
Community.
Okay.
Angel, you did it to yourself this time, dude.
Yes, I did.
I'm high-fiving
I've been doing
Lisa.
it to myself for a long time. Darn you, Tony.
God. Darn you, Steve.
Thank you, Lisa.
That's going to give motivation now.
All right, look,
I'm really
All right,
screwed.
Angel, you good, bud, or do you want me to read this one?
I'll read this one.
Okay, bud. It's all you.
It's from Darlene. Ronnie's guitar is green and his nails are green. Did you do your nails to match the guitar for tonight's show? Is green your favorite color?
No, green.
Yeah.
This is my signature nail polish, and green is my thing. So the guitars are following the nails are first, huh? Actually, that's a good question. I don't even know that.
Yeah. But that's a good thing to do when you go on the
guitars,
shows.
but I mean-
No, but hey, I mean, that's a cool idea. Have the
Yeah, I
nails
think
match the
nails
guitar.
come after the guitars. But I mean, this is the signature Ronnie North man plays.
yeah,
Color,
but
it's
hold your
Ronnie
guitar,
North green.
Ronnie. You've had green on all your guitars lately.
Yeah, all the guitars are green.
Nice.
So all the stage guitars. I have a bunch of other guitars that aren't stage guitars. So they're all kinds of colors, but the stage guitars are all green. So I have
but
like
your
100
color
guitars.
has been green
but-
for the longest time.
Yeah. They've been green for about forever. I don't know.
So what
Since
the hell's
2000.
up with the rabbit, dude?
Yeah. There's that. I'm getting ready to make another video for the latest song with a rabbit. It just freaks people out, pretty much.
And it's almost
I was
Easter.
wanting to make, for whatever reason, I was wanted a rabbit in my videos. So when I was able to do it, I just started doing it.
If I do that, they think it's gay.
Oh, stop.
They don't, Bobby. They don't think it. They know it.
Is that only because Tony's last name in Portuguese means rabbit?
But I'm sure that has a little something to do with it.
You could dress up as a rabbit.
Nice. Angel, let's keep rolling with it, bud.
I'm going to get to Brian, who always has some really cool questions. Past or present, if you could write with a singer, bassist, and drummer, who would they be and why?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, I don't know singer because I mean, there's a lot of great singers, but probably drummer. It'd be. I want to say Peter Criss, but I gotta go John Bonham for drummer.
Cool.
Just because I like a solid hitter guy.
Nice.
Peter wasn't didn't hit the hardest. Good drummer, but he didn't really hit that hard. I like guys that hit hard. I hate drummers that don't hit hard.
Me too.
For me, for my music. I mean, it works for other music, but for me. Because my brother, when I grew up playing, like my brother was a hard hitter, so I'm used to that. I lock into the drums. It has to be, they have to really be hitting the thing. Bass player. Geddy Lee. Then he can
good
sing
answer.
That's a good one.
They got two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Done.
What about Pinnock? What about Dougie?
Done. Or I mean, even Paul Stanley in the early years. I mean, he can't sing anymore, but he used to be able to sing at one time. He was a great singer back in the day. I mean, now those that we've seen like recent concerts and just we won't even know.
Yeah, you get the two birds with one stone out of Geddy, but you could also get the two birds with one stone out of Glenn Hughes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Glenn. Yeah.
Another great underrated guy.
Yeah.
And and he still has it. Like he can still sing like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Great. I was at the Frankie Bonelli funeral like, a couple months ago, and he was there, and he did a really great speech about Frankie.
Nice.
He's really good. And he still looks great. I mean, he's got to be like 70 something years old. He looks good still.
Yeah, dude. That Dead Daisies band keeps these people young, man.
Yeah. Yeah. My friend Doug Aldridge is in that.
Yep.
There's something
Yeah,
else.
totally. We had Karabi on the show not long ago.
He's a nice guy. I like
Yeah.
Robbie.
We love John.
Yes, we do.
He's
No,
an
100%.
underrated singer.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely. My thing is, I was a fan of John before. I mean, Motley Crue's been my favorite band for 30 years, but I was a fan of John when he was in the Scream, and
they used to play here all the time. Like I saw the Scream play like 100 times.
Oh yeah, so I
They're
love.
an LA band, so they would play around LA all the time. Like you could go see them. I mean, they would play like once a week.
Oh, absolutely.
They were
And
great.
I loved the fact that John was playing with the guys from Motley, but I hated the fact that they were doing it as Motley Crue. And that's not really anybody's fault. That's not John's fault, because it's like, dude, if Motley Crue comes calling for you to be the singer, you're going to say yes. That's also not the Motley Crue guy's fault either, because they're going to try to keep going with their momentum. But the fact of the matter is, Vince and John do not sound even remotely the same. So to listen to John, like a bluesy rock singer, trying to sing like kind of like David Lee Roth, like screeching vocal style, it just didn't work. I love that album. I will fight for the Motley 94.
No, that album is awesome, but it's not
for like Till My Dying Breath. But like it just didn't work. I love John to death, and I love the scream, but I just can't. I wish they had called that band anything else, whether it was Karabi, which you know it was never going to be. Whether they, dude, even if they just called it Crew, I could have handled that. But I was like, but to do it as a Motley Crue album, knowing it's a different sound, a different style, it was never going to work.
Did you see the tour?
Yeah.
Like I didn't. I couldn't imagine like John singing, Vince Neil songs. I mean, I'm sure he had to sing at least a few during the tour, but I didn't see the tour. And the tour was really short too.
It's weird, man. Like I have footage from that tour of him singing like.
Yeah, I've never seen.
Yeah, I stumbled across a bootleg DVD years ago that I bought called John Karabi, The Motley Years, and it's a bunch of really rare footage of him singing with Motley Crue. And there's like footage of him doing like Live Wire and stuff like that. And he does a good job, dude, but it's really weird.
That is weird. I couldn't even imagine. He's not that guy.
No, definitely not. No, for sure. Angel, right back down to you, bud.
Cool. Matt Porter wants to know, was Ace a big influence on you?
The only reason I play guitar.
Nice.
And we like here's a really funny story. Like, I don't know, it's maybe 10 years ago, my friend was a big guy at Gibson, and we were at NAMM, and he texts me, he's like, "Do you like Ace Frehley?" I'm like, yeah. I mean, he doesn't really know that much about music, even though he's at Gibson. Yeah, there's got to be some irony there. So he's like, "Cool, come up to the Gibson suite right now." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He didn't tell me. He's like, "Just come up here now." So he walks us in. He puts us in a room with Ace. Just me and her, Ace, and a bodyguard. Like he was gonna do a signing, but they had him like in a green room, like on the side. And like I was sitting on a couch with like a couch just like this with him for like 20 minutes, and I couldn't tell you one thing that he said the entire time. He'd be like, blah, 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 blah. that laugh that he does. And the bodyguard was just on his cell phone, like leaning against the wall, like whatever. It was whack. I still to this day don't know what he said.
Did the fan and you get to come out?
I sat next to the couch with him, and he was like talking, and like he was in his own little world. I don't know if that's how he always is, but he signed my picture, so whatever. I got an autograph.
We had his guitar player Ryan on the show a while back, and one of the funnest questions that we asked him is, we were like, "Ryan, is that laugh still a thing?" He's like, "Oh hell yeah."
Oh yeah, it's like the way that he laughs is like, whoa.
The cackle.
Yeah.
The cackle, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
100% for sure.
Yeah, so I love Ace, for the record. Yes, he's the reason I play guitar. I mean, look at represent. So.
And got a question from Brian. The best concert you've attended in the last few years?
Oh, last few years? Whoa.
I like that. I like that spin.
I don't even know last few years. I mean, probably one of the best concerts I ever saw was Kiss in '77. That was the last few years though. Yeah. So I mean, when I was 14, my dad took us to see him at the Forum.
Girl, you haven't seen 14 in years.
Right? Yeah. God, I don't even know. What have we seen? We go to a lot of shows. What have we seen? She makes me go through a bunch of new metal bands that just all suck beyond all belief.
No, I love that kid. Look, we gotta throw the love to Karen. We love that she drags you to shit that you wouldn't go to because you're so fucking ancient, Ronny. You fart dust.
Well, I mean, they all have short hair. They all like wear t-shirts and jeans, and they just scream like Cookie Monster singing. Like that's just not music to me. I like at least a semblance of melody. I mean, nothing wrong with it. If it has a melody in it, I'd be fine with it. But it's like, die. And they all sound the same. Like it's like the boy band thing. Like there's like three bands, and like
I hate
you
boy
could change the
bands.
members and nobody would ever know. Like they all look exactly. It's just like the NSYNCs and all those other guys back in the day. You could switch the members around and nobody would ever know in a million years.
Dude,
That is true. They lip sync.
This might be the closest we've ever come to somebody getting close to being beaten on the show.
Hey, Ronny, so I got to ask real quick, has anybody ever seen any of your gray hairs?
Karen.
Well, it's all fucking
not
red.
working.
Look, mine's blonde. Look, I'll be 58. I ain't fucking showing this shit. But Karen, is there any gray hairs?
Oh yeah.
I have my moments.
You can see
Besides
now.
I don't want to see them. I want to see the other ones.
Pain in the ass keeping the fucking burgundy going. Let me tell you, man. I hate fucking getting my hair dyed, which Karen does.
Do you have to manscape it,
You have to
Ron?
do it.
That's a
Ronny.
good question. No, I'm just saying about dyeing the hair. It's a good question.
Yeah, no, it comes, but we die out as fast as it comes. So I'm keeping Miss Clairol in business for sure.
You didn't understand my question. I'm not worried about this head.
We're bypassing that.
All right, Bobby, you're in the corner with the dunce cap again for a little while, but
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Hey,
Angel, Angel,
we
right
saw
back to you.
Down like a month ago, and they couldn't have unplugged the instruments, and the music would have kept going.
Nice.
There was a rhythm guitar going, and the guitar player didn't have either hand on the guitar, and it's only the guitar player.
Oh Jesus!
Ta-da! And there's two guys singing backgrounds, and it's gang vocals, like complete gang background vocals with 3-part harmony.
I'm going to drink my gay vodka.
So I hate that shit.
Oh, wait. But this is Tom of Finland. This will turn a top into a bottom.
Wow.
Okay. You sit back there, Dunce.
Angel, mute him. Mute him.
And it's not Russian.
Hey, we saw
from
Papa
Greece
Roach the other day. That wasn't that bad.
Nice. I've always heard that they put on a good show.
No, it was good. It was very entertaining. Definitely.
What show was that?
Papa Roach. We saw him last week? 2 weeks ago. Yeah, well, I guess they started the tour here in LA, so we went to opening night. Hey, I saw Gilby Clark last week. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a friend, so that was awesome. It was packed. So
that's awesome, dude. His daughter Frankie has a fantastic band of her own. It's really,
they were the
cool.
opening band, but we couldn't find a parking spot, so we missed them. So
really? Were they the openers?
Frankie was the opener.
Yeah, Frankie and the Studs.
Yeah, my friend Johnny.
Ronny, who was the band you told me?
Oh, dude, me and Johnny are really tight.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with Johnny, so I mean.
Yeah, dude, me and Johnny are a tight little core. I love that motherfucker.
Me too. We saw him. Well, we saw him at the show last week. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I've known Johnny since I was 13.
Nice. That's awesome. Because I knew Johnny back to Chelsea Smiles. So
oh wow.
So
you have known Johnny a long time.
Yeah, man. So I love that for sure. Angel, let's bring it back down to you, buddy, before we kick it to Steve.
When you're playing shows, how do you decide what guitars to take with you, and how many guitars do you bring out?
I have to bring a minimum of 4 because I use 2 tunings. I use standard tuning and then a 1 step down tuning. So I bring, and they're always Viper guitars. So 4 Viper guitars go with me.
They're all green.
They're all Viper guitars. Yeah. So they're just in different tunings, in different string gauges. So. I mean, I would bring 2, but I have, you have to have a backup. And for me, you never know. But I seldom have guitar problems. When I do have problems, I usually goes really big. So the rare times I do have a problem, it's like the end of the world. Like everything goes down.
Nice.
So I'm usually pretty lucky though. I can usually get through. I don't have a tech, so I'm on my own when something goes down. So it's just easier to swap a guitar and try to fix whatever's going on. But. For that being said, I don't really have problems a whole lot. I don't really break strings a lot either. So
Nice.
Not that well. I'm sure the next show I'll probably break guitars and break strings, but
Nice. Yeah, the Metal Summit curse.
yeah. You know, and I use with my help, I use clear tone strings, and they just seem to last longer for whatever reason. Yeah, I used some other brand before I came to clear tone. I left my other company, and a bunch of companies sent strings, and a few companies, I won't name them, like, you know, the strings didn't even make it through a rehearsal. Like, I was snapping them like crazy.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And with that being said, like, I'm sure, like, a bunch of companies, I'm told, like 3 companies make most of the guitar strings for all the companies. That's what somebody told me. But Cleartone makes their own in their own factory, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But
right on,
that's
man.
a whole other show. Guitar strings.
Yeah. Exactly, for sure.
Right.
Steve, let's bring you back in, my good dude.
So what show made you pick up the guitar? Like your first concert, and you're like, and that was 77, you said?
My first concert. So I got the Kiss record in December, you know, for Christmas. And in the spring, Kiss came to town, and my dad took us to see Kiss at the Forum in 77. And I immediately I started playing guitar. Like, my birthday was like a couple weeks after that, and I got a guitar for my birthday. And I've been playing ever since. I saw
still
that,
on the
like,
guitar?
Ta-da!
Nice. Do you still own the guitar?
Huh?
Do you still own the guitar that you bought?
No, that's one of the only guitars I don't still have. I traded it for a little pig nose amp, which I still have the pig nose amp, like an original one from the 70s. But no, it's a copy Les Paul. I wish I would have kept it. You know, but I have 100 other guitars though, so I kept everything else for the most part since the beginning. See, and then after that though, I got replaced by my stepmom bought me an Iceman, my first real good guitar, and I still have that. It's sitting over here actually, so I still own that. So, and you know, I never really got into drugs. So instead of buying drugs, I just would buy guitars and pawn shops and stuff. So, you know, now they come for free. So I just kept building up and building up and building up. So there's a storage facility full of guitars somewhere. So it's awesome. It's great for the studio because you have options in sounds. You know, if I want a Strat or, you know, a Les Paul or a V or an Explorer, just go find. I have multiples of each. So it's good.
Or he hits me up and goes, Bobby, can you get me? No.
Yeah, him and his buying vintage Les Pauls every other week. Like, what the hell, dude?
Nice.
Don't even.
I think the answer to I think we know the answer to that for sure. Steve, roll with it one more time, bud.
Absolutely. So when you besides Kiss being your major influence, who else would you say, or is like in your top 5 as far as in bands or musicians?
Eddie. Like literally, I got Destroyer and Van Halen 1 came out like a month or 2 later. So that kind of shows how old I am. But and I couldn't even know. I didn't know what that was. I was like, whoa. And then I saw Van Halen play at the Golden West Ballroom, which was down the street from my house. You know, that same year. You know, with a couple hundred people in the audience. You know, I was like, what the hell is this? So and Eddie's my guy. You know, I started because of, you know, Ace, but Eddie's like my guy. So I love that. So, you know, I immediately got a Charvel with the Floyd Rose right after that. And I still have it sitting over the rack over there. So Van Halen. I mean, when I grew up, it was like Van Halen, Ace, Van Halen, Schenker, Joe Perry. I'm old school. Those guys. You know, Neil Giraldo.
We love some fucking Pat Benatar.
Yeah. We go to this thing called the Gun Club Dinner that they have. It's like an industry dinner they have every once in a while. They did before they had the COVID stuff. And, like, he was at one of the dinners, like, you know, a while back, and I got to meet him. He's such a nice guy. I saw him walk past my table. I'm like, holy fuck. And, like, all kinds of guys are always there. Like, I could care less. But, I mean, he was there. Like, I had to go talk to him. He was the nicest guy. We talked here for, like, half an hour. It was awesome. His guitars, BC Rich guitars, and his Marshall combos. We talked the whole I got a rig rundown. He couldn't be nicer. I even got a picture with him. He couldn't be a nicer guy. Great guitar. So underrated. So, you know, hopefully we get to see him play at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame if they get in there this year. So that'd be awesome. But I used to love his Beast Rich guitars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of BC Rich guitars myself, but then I just kind of started like I like them, but then I just started like trading them into like different avenues for guitars and basses for different sounds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're so heavy.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're worth a fortune now. Those OG ones are worth a fortune.
Steve, you can't play a fucking note. Why do you have a guitar?
Because I used to collect them like you, jabroni.
I play.
Wow.
You know? I'm like, oh, it's so heavy. I'm like going, dude, that's just so, oh my God, it's so heavy.
But no, I'm saying because it's heavier than a Les Paul and a Les Kramer and everything like that. So yeah, I used to have a Warlord, a Warlock, and it was also made in Jersey. A lot of BC Rich. I'm from Jersey. Don't hold it against me, Ronnie. So a lot of them, they made them 40 minutes away from my house.
I'm from Jersey too.
Yep.
I know, but
You're making BC Riches in Jersey?
Yeah, they used to. Yeah.
Yeah, Kramers too.
Yeah,
like
they used to call it the BC Rich New Jersey series. Late 80s.
Oh, NJ. That's what an NJ is. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Well, I know the NJ, but I didn't know it meant New Jersey. I just thought it meant, you know, not America.
What do you think it stood for? Nice junk?
No, that's why they felt so confident and comfortable putting out a guitar called the BC Rich Bitch.
Yeah.
Like they knew what they were doing. They knew
my
exactly
friend,
what they were.
I know Joey, you know, Joey Rico.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I knew him. I used to go to the factory it was here in LA and hang out with them every now and then. Like, you know, I'd see all the rock stars be in there. Craig Goldie be in there all the time. I'd see CC DeVille. I would see, you know,
Craig.
Flash.
Oh, nice.
You know, you should get him on your show. I'm sure he's got stories. You tell me that Paul Stanley would go to their house to pick up his guitars. You know, because Paul Stanley was playing them for a while.
I'm trying, man.
And he just got sober.
He just got sober, but he's doing the tour right now with Miles for the new record and stuff like that. So I know he's got stuff to talk about.
Wow, you should get him on there. No, maybe let me talk to Joey. Maybe get Joey on there. I'm sure he's got lots of rock star stories.
Yeah, absolutely. No, everybody's welcome. 100%, man. This is the show for you guys, man. Yeah. So speaking of fun things that are kind of off topic, are you into horror movies?
I love horror movies. She really
loves them. Hell yeah.
You guys do some great conventions. Oh my God, Jay, they do some shit that.
Yeah, we go to all the Comic-Cons and stuff. We're going to one on Saturday, actually. But yeah, I mean, we go to all that stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, I was at a horror convention last Friday.
Awesome. Really? Which one?
Now, Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It's the one that I'm kind of like the most into.
How cool is that?
Because they had an entire Dexter reunion, so they had everybody from like Dexter, but they had Thora Birch there because I'm a big Hocus Pocus person.
There you go. Yeah.
So I was there for that. They had Spencer Carnas from Ice Nine Kills, so that was really cool. But
they met him. He was at some convention here, and she just got a picture with him and met him and did something for his. We just saw them play. I don't understand it.
Friday. Oh, I'm seeing him Friday.
Yeah. We're supposed to see them on Friday. They're here Friday.
Spencer with Ice Nine.
Yeah, they're playing on Friday here.
They're great, man. They're a great live show, man.
I don't get it.
Dude, I don't
get the music. I just don't.
Ronnie, you are so anti-fun.
He is. Yes, he is.
It'd be cool if they look cool and could play. But
no.
Like horror.
I like how they look. I like how they look.
Jay, you should see Ronnie and Assless Chaps. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you should.
What, Bobby? Haven't you already sent me that picture? Like,
I got that picture too.
Endorsement.
Oh, I got that picture too.
Didn't that Ice Nine just open for Metallica, right? I mean, just the other day.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
they must be doing something right.
No, they're a great live show. The music is solid. They did a fantastic Elvis cover last year for Valentine's Day. It was really good. No, my thing like musically, I enjoy their music. I really do. I like one of their newer singles, "Rainy Day," that just came out. I think it's really good. But for me, it's really more about their show. Like in bulk, when it comes to their music, it's not really my style, but I love their show. I mean, watching like Georgie from It playing with like Leatherface, playing with like Freddy Krueger on vocals, like it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what kind of horror movies are you into in particular?
I don't even, God, we see so many of them. What have we seen lately? We literally see so many of them, like tons. Who's keeping me? I mean, we just saw the Batman. That's not a horror movie. We just saw that. Have you seen the new Batman?
Not yet. I'm planning to see it on Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to checking that out.
Horror-like too. It's actually a whole other spin on it. It's really cool.
Nice.
Actually. But it's like 3 hours long.
Oh, I know. I heard about that too.
Yeah, that's it. She fell asleep twice.
No.
Nice. I'm into a lot of like the new school demonology stuff. Like I love Insidious and The Conjuring and Annabelle.
Oh, we've seen all those. We've seen all those. Yeah.
Yeah.
We see all.
Yeah. I want to see the new Chainsaw Massacre.
The new Chainsaw Massacre looks pretty good.
Horrible.
See, I haven't seen the latest. One.
They're about to remake The Exorcist, so I'm prepared to
I've heard about that.
I'm prepared to die a little inside when I watch that one. But
exactly.
I saw the Chainsaw Massacre, the real one, when it first came out.
Nice. When they
reopened, I saw that one, like when it
oh no,
out.
absolutely. I love all of that kind of stuff. They just announced that there's a new Saw movie coming out. So I'm excited for that because I'm big into Saw, but I'm only interested in that movie if it actually sticks to Saw. So I liked the original series. I liked the movie that they did about 10 years later called Jigsaw. I fucking hated the Spiral movie that they did like a year or two
ago. That was
ago.
Weird, right?
It was honestly, dude, I thought it was incredibly unfortunate, and not to like get on a whole little diatribe about this, but like the thing that bummed me out the most about that movie is it was specifically contradictory to what Saw was about, because I thought it was a cash grab. I think it was a cash grab trying to get people. They were trying to like jump all over the current. They were trying to take advantage of the current social justice issues that are really going on in the world. That movie wasn't a Saw movie about punishing people for having good lives based off the suffering of others. Spiral was specifically a cop killing movie, getting revenge on them based off social injustices nowadays. And as somebody who's really into that series, honestly, that movie was incredibly embarrassing. Like, I like Chris Rock a lot. I like Samuel L. Jackson a lot. But that movie from the book of Saw was ridiculously embarrassing.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it didn't do very well either, I don't think.
No, I don't think it did. I mean, just because I can't have gaps in my horror movie collection, I'll pick it up at some point, but not till that bitch hits the $3 bin in Walmart. Like, seriously, for sure. Bobby, let's kick it over to you, bro.
All right. So, look, we talked horror, we talked wood, we talked this. Buckle up. Okay. What was, come on. Either the gayest or the most horniest movie you guys seen in the longest time?
Wow, I don't even know.
Karen, come on.
I don't even know.
That's a good question. Ronnie, what gave you morning wood other than the guitars?
I don't even know. Maybe Cheaters?
Really?
I love Cheaters, man. That's my Saturday.
Oh, so do I.
They show Cheaters in the morning here on Saturdays in California. Like I'm glued to that thing. That is the most amazing show. Those people. Wow.
And I'm throwing this out to Karen right now. You're at a show with Ronny. He's on stage. Somebody walks in and you go, whoa, dude. What do you do?
I mean, what?
I'm lost. I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Dude, I don't think, Bobby, I don't think anybody got that.
Hey, Ronny's on stage. Karen walks in and there's a guy over there going, how you doing?
Oh, so a guy's checking me out.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do I do or what does he do?
Well, fuck him. He's on stage. He's not worried about his pedals.
I don't know if I would notice, to be honest.
Yeah, she would notice.
I'm so oblivious sometimes where I just like, especially but he's playing, I'm taking pictures of him.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even.
He didn't even know I stole his fucking guitar at NAMM.
I know. I saw that video of your damn Facebook when you're walking around. That was kind of funny. Where was I?
You know, I'm just saying, look, Karen, has there ever been a thing where Ronnie's been jealous because somebody's checking you out?
You'd have to ask him.
No, I don't really. No, I trust her. I don't really.
No, I'm not worried about trust. It ain't that. Look, look. I know.
I think it's funny.
Hey,
I mean,
been with Tony 24 years. I know how to fucking sword fight.
Wow.
Bobby, we need to kick this to another question from you, dude. You're struggling with this one.
No. Look,
don't tell me no.
That whole thing. Look, I've been there. He got pissed off when Halford came over to me the one time.
Wow, really?
Hey.
It's kind of the metal guy.
Breaking the law.
It's yeah.
I think everybody takes a back seat to that one.
No, let's be honest. Karen, you've been at NAMM long enough. Ronnie's been in a booth. There's been a lot of people coming over. You can't be that naive that there aren't the groupies.
For him?
Yeah.
Oh, of course there's groupies for him.
No, I mean we were at NAMM like God, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago, whatever. We were standing in the lobby at the Hilton in Anaheim. I had just got done playing. This girl walked up to us, totally hot girl, and told me she wanted to take me to the bathroom and fuck me. Right when she's standing right next to me.
I just laughed.
She just laughed. I'm like, did she just say what I thought she said? Like it just went right by me. She's like, yep. I'm like, wow. So I politely declined, and I'm sure she went.
I never get that.
Like she didn't know who she was at all. Like she just came right up to me, right in front of us, and just told me, right, like blatantly, I want to take you in the bathroom and fuck you. I was like, wow. And she was like, wow.
What was it? Was it a wow or was it a wow? No. How was the wow? Karen, I want to know where the accent of the wow was right there.
I declined, so I mean nobody fucked anybody.
Look, Ronny, all these years I've known you, and Karen, great.
Forever.
You know, I look, we love having you on. Everything is all in gist. It's all
no,
fun.
it's great. No, it's great.
And
I love you, man.
Ronny, but the biggest thing I really want to get out of you is, look, you grew up in LA. You've seen, you've done, you skated, you did this. We all talked about it.
Yes.
You don't take it for granted, dude. I see you every day. You're doing events. You are the happiest motherfucker I've ever seen in California. And I love that. And that's why I wanted you on the show. I love that all these years, you're not a bitter motherfucker who bitches about I could have, should have, would have, but you're really happy with where you are. And thank you.
I can still do it. You know, a lot of people can't. You know, you can complain about it or you can make it happen.
And that's why I said I put that video out and everything. This guy did it. And you get to the end and I'm going, yes, you fucking get it. You're the guy who just even said it. We can all bitch, but Ronnie's still kicking ass.
I'm gonna do it if you like me or not. So get on board or go do something. So. And I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. So
yeah, but you know what it is? You're doing it for all of us because you are all of us.
Yeah,
it's my life.
Thank you, Ronny.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how it is. We're like the same. We're the same. You know how it is. It's our life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, and Karen, thank you for putting up for his shit.
No, 100%. But we're going to steer it down to Angel for a little bit. Also, on that same note, fans, it is last call for alcohol, fans. Final questions, comments, anything you want to say to Ronny. Hell, anything you want to say to Karen. This is your time to do it.
Yeah.
So last call for alcohol, fans. Get your questions and your comments into Angel. So, Angel, take it away, bro.
Sure, you got a good question from Darlene. She wants to know, what has been your most memorable moment?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ta-da! No.
There's been
now this interview.
Yeah, this. Yeah. There's been so many. No, that's a really good question. I don't know. I mean, sharing stages with the big guys is always a beautiful thing, or hanging out with people that you grew up, looking at in Guitar Player magazine, and they're like your friends. I mean, I appreciate that. That never gets old to this day. Like one time, like years ago, like I was at home and Rick Springfield's leaving a message on my answering machine, inviting us to a show. Just stuff like that. Just it's great. Sometimes but sometimes the people in the magazines disappoint you too. So it goes both ways. But for the most part, I've had some really great. I'm just lucky to be doing what I do. And I'm in a position where I can meet. Hang out with people like that and be in that loop. It's amazing. Bobby knows. Bobby's with rock stars every other day.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's how I fucking get here.
He's always texting me, hey, look, I'm with so-and-so right now. We're having drinks or whatever. Like, wow. So,
I got good knee pads.
Yeah, there you go. There's been lots of memorable moments, and they've just all been awesome. So, hopefully that answered the question somewhat.
Yeah, absolutely.
My question is, last year we had an interesting collaboration with guitars. It was Richie Kotzen and Adrian Smith.
Wow.
My question to you is, would you ever collaborate with another guitarist in that capacity, the way that they did? Whether it's instrumental or just with vocals?
No, I love doing collaborating with people. I'm all about it. I mean, just my thing is my thing, but I play sessions for other people all the time and do stuff like, it'll bring something different out of you. You'll go a different direction. And it might enhance what I do when I come back to my thing. So, I'd be up for that, totally. And I do stuff with vocalists every now and then, just not in my band, but I play on people's records and stuff. So, yeah.
And
not about that. Just what I do is instrumental. Everything else I can do. I play on tons of stuff that's not instrumental for other people. So, including like I've done sessions for like Snoop Dogg. I've done stuff for like I did a Beyonce thing once with Beyonce. So I mean, I do things. I'm the ghost player on the record. I'm the ghost guy, the expensive guy.
Yeah, because we would have never known if you never said anything. We would have never known.
Ronny reach around.
So that's always fun. So I mean, that's enjoyable. Playing on somebody else's stuff, just doing, getting carte blanche to do whatever you want to do, and they use a little or a lot of it, depending on what it is. So it's always fun. It's cool to be thrown in those situations. The fun part is when they put up sheet music in front of you. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Which has happened more than a few times. I'm like, just play the track and I'll play along to it, and then you can tell me if you hate it or not. They always like it, thank God. But I mean, I'm like, I don't read music, so yeah, for better or worse.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with that. I just don't. I don't critique people who do, but it's just not. I taught myself how to play like from ground zero up, so I just never got the sheet music thing involved. So no music for me. So nothing wrong with it. Just so maybe someday I'll learn how to.
You're doing all right, brother.
Fake it till you make it.
And I got a good question from Myra. She wants to know, if there's one thing you could do differently in your career, what would it be and why?
I would have learned about the business end earlier. I mean, we've all been through the ringer, you know, on that in the early days. You know, just do your thing, and it'll just sort itself out. It doesn't sort itself out. So now I'm much more aware. If I would have known about the business end of it earlier, I probably would have been a little bit better off. But you know, you live and learn. I didn't die, so you know, it's very important. Like these days, you know, it's like dealing with business 98% of the time, and 2% is practicing the instrument, which it should be the other way around. Especially these days with the internet and everything. Like you gotta stay on top of it. And no, I manage myself. I handle everything, facets of my whole thing. So it's all me. So you gotta stay on top of it completely, 100% all the time. It doesn't go to sleep. So you got to do it all the time. So unfortunately, it takes away from practicing sometimes. You know, you got to handle, you know, a promoter this or that, or, you know, getting a record mixed or, you know, mastering or getting somebody to play it on some radio station somewhere. You know, it's a whole, you know, it never ends. But, you know, that's what we signed up for. It's a roller coaster. So always a circus.
100%.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting.
Hey, Jay, I love your little head.
You love my, yeah.
Oh, you got Annabelle.
Yep. One of our beloved metal summoners wanted Annabelle to make an appearance tonight. So.
Wait, I should grab
Karen.
Karen.
We all love a little head.
Karen.
Who doesn't love a little head?
Just Annabelle.
Exactly.
It's like the OG Annabelle, like what Annabelle really looks like. The real.
The raggedy version.
What is it?
Like the OG one, not the movie.
The OG,
version,
yep.
What the real one looks like.
Oh yeah.
Wow. You guys are getting all kinky. If I bring my blow-up doll out, is that okay?
Oh, there ain't nothing creepier than a blowout doll. So you'll be right
may
there.
have a man unit hanging from it, you know, but okay, it looks like a rabbit, and you know, it's probably been in fucking Ronnie's video.
There you go.
Poor Angel.
Yes, but luckily Darlene is bringing us back to music.
Cool.
Well, she wants to know, what were you like in high school? Was it like the movie Dazed and Confused?
Fast Times.
It was surprisingly like that. Yeah, I couldn't have been more out of style because I had long, not as long as I did now, but I mean, I had longer hair. Everybody was either a goth person or a rockabilly person. Like, there was no rocker people in my high school. I couldn't have been.
What year did you graduate, Ronnie?
I didn't even exist in high school, like literally, and I hated being there. So.
What year did you graduate high school?
Everybody was right out of a Stray Cat video. No, it was not goths. They were mods because everybody had those scooters with the flags.
Oh yeah.
Remember those? So I mean, they either had trench coats or they had their jeans rolled up in like a shirt and their hair greased back. So I couldn't have been less fashionable in high school. So everybody would get picked on. You know, the football players picked on. Like they didn't even. I was invisible. Like they would just go right past me. So I would never had any. But I just hated being there. I was just counting the days so I could get out of there. And I would ditch. By the time I graduated, I was a professional forger from forging my failure notices or anything. I just hated it. It's a miracle I graduated, but I did somehow. But because I was from like 14 and a half on, I was playing nightclubs at night. So I'd be out all night. Go to sleep for a couple hours, have to be at school. Sometimes still smelling of smoke, from the Guitarists. Bill Gazzari bought me my first beer when I was 14. Gazzari. So, I mean, it was totally bizarre. They're all talking about Gumby or whatever. And I get to school and I just play at a nightclub, till 2 o'clock in the morning. So, welcome to my world.
100% for sure.
Crazy. Good times.
Hell yeah.
And when I was a senior, Karen was what, 6? 8. When I went to senior prom, she was 8 years old.
Nice.
Right, cradle.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a little Roxy Blue there for a minute.
Seriously, absolutely. Angel, do we have anything final from you, my friend?
No, just want to say thank you, for your time tonight.
Oh,
I actually thought I was much older than you. When you said your age, I'm like, I thought I was much older than you.
Yeah, I graduated in 83.
82.
80. Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Karen, what year was you?
I was
Karen.
No, you don't ask a female that. I got.
I'm not asking her age. I'm asking her what year she graduated.
Because when I asked my sister that, she almost killed me.
Oh, wait, what? I missed that.
What year did you graduate high school?
93.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ronnie, I didn't know you were Mormon. Bring them young.
Yeah, everybody thinks that she's older than me, how she acts older than me, but she's not older.
Well, that's because you're an immature fuck like me.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go with your strength.
I'm still an immature fuck.
Right? That's why we do this.
Oh, dude, trust me, I am the farthest thing from an adult you will ever meet.
But on the show, you are, because you got to deal with the other three immature fucks. So
very true. I have to be the adult when it comes to the show, but outside of TMS, I am the farthest thing from an adult. But Ronny, before we cut you loose, brother, where can you be found?
RonnyNorth.com, RonnyNorth.com, and I have all the social, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. But I mean that the website will lead to all those portals. So.
Yep, I got it right down below.
Yeah, and my music's on iTunes and all the other streaming services and everything too. So, and I handle all of my correspondence through the website. So I don't have somebody handling everything. Like
cool. So they're talking to you.
They're talking to me. I know a lot of. I have a lot of real rock star friends, and they don't have anything to do with their social media at all. They're on it, but they don't. Their pictures on it, but they don't have nothing to do with it other than that.
And never ask Ronny how big he is.
Bobby, what are you wearing? What's that hat? What is it? Oh, your rainbow Mickey ears?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so, I mean, if you email me on one of the social media, you're actually talking to me.
Nice. That's awesome, brother. Well, Ronny, congratulations with the new single, man. We can't wait to hear it.
No.
Everybody get out there. Music's coming back, and make sure that you guys are supporting Ronny. Make sure you're supporting musicians, and get out there and check out these shows, everybody. We really appreciate you guys getting down with us. Make sure you hit up the Metal Summit on all of our. Make sure you're hitting up the Metal Summit on all of our socials as well. Facebook and YouTube in particular, because that's where we go live. But you can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as well. Hit up Bobby Dreyer, Angel Alamo, Psycho Steve, and myself on all of our Instagrams and socials as well. And we will see you guys next week. Guest announcement on Friday. We look forward to hanging out with you guys again in a week. Take care. Be good to each other. Support Ronny North and everything that he's doing. And we will see you guys next week.
Love you, Ronny.
Thank you so much as well, Ronny. Enjoy the rest of your night. Metal Summoners, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. As always, you've been watching the Metal Summit.
Yeah.
Thanks.